Hello, my name is Paul Priestley. Welcome to Artist in School, the home of art history for young people and for interested amateurs. Today I'm going to be telling you 10 really interesting facts about the great artist Pablo Picasso. Fact number 1. He was born in Malaga in Spain in 1881. His father was a man called Don Ruiz, his mother was Maria Picasso. But in Spain, they tend to take the mother's surname, not the father's surname. So he became known as Pablo Picasso, not Pablo Ruiz. Fact number 2. He was a prodigious talent. At the age of 8, he'd sold his first painting. At the age of 9, he had a studio. By the time he's 12, 13, 14 years old, he's producing drawings and paintings like these. These paintings and drawings could go into any gallery in the world and they wouldn't look out of place. And he's just 11, 12 and 13 years old. Fact number 3. Picasso's father was an art teacher and he got a job at the prestigious Barcelona School of Art in 1894. Picasso enrolled at the Barcelona School of Art at the age of 13. Normally you have to be 18 to enter. But he was so talented. But he was only there until he was 16, because at the age of 16 he got bored and he wanted to move on. So he moved to Madrid and he entered the prestigious San Fernando Royal College of Art in Madrid at the age of 16. The entrance exam lasted a month. Picasso did it in a week because he's a genius. Fact number 4. At the age of 18, he left the college in Madrid and he went to Paris with his best friend, Carlo Casagemas. Carlo Casagemas was walking down the street one day when he shot himself, claiming that his girlfriend didn't want to see him anymore. His girlfriend was going out with Picasso 2 weeks later, but that's another story. Shortly after this, Picasso began to paint lots of paintings in blue. He painted people who were disabled, who were blind, who were lonely, who were depressed. Some years later, someone interviewed him and asked him, why did you paint all these pictures in blue? Was it because you were depressed at the death of your friend Casagemas? Picasso said no. He said, was it because you were in Paris all on your own and you were lonely? Picasso said no. So the man said, why did you paint all the paintings in blue? And Picasso thought. And he said, simply, it's because I had lots of blue paint. Fact number 5. In 1909-1910, Picasso worked with an artist called Georges Braque. And together they invented a new style of painting called Cubism. Cubism was based on the idea that paintings are painted on a flat surface. And for centuries, artists had tried to make that flat surface look three-dimensional by using perspective. Picasso and Braque went about it in a totally different way. They decided that a sculpture, for example, you can walk all the way around it. It's three-dimensional. You can't walk around a painting. So what they decided to do was to draw an object, like a person, from lots of different angles, from the back, front, the sides, and put all of those drawings together to make one image. Hence, this sort of thing. People looked at it, couldn't understand what it was, but if you look carefully, you can see the clues and therefore read the painting. Fact number 6. In 1918, he married a Russian ballerina called Olga Khokhlova. This is his painting of Olga with his son Paolo. She doesn't look like a ballerina, does she? But that's because you're looking at the painting from your point of view. With Picasso, you've got to be cleverer than that. Look at the painting from Paolo's point of view. If you are a young child, everything revolves around your mother. Your mother is big. She is the whole world. Look at the background of the picture. There's nothing there. Because the world does not exist to a child of 6 months old. The mother is the world. Then you understand the painting. Fact number 7. In 1936 there was a civil war going on in Spain, and Franco, the leader of the fascist movement, was also a friend of Hitler. Hitler loaned Franco some bombers and they tested them out on a little town called Guernica. At 10 to 3 on one particular afternoon, Guernica was just a normal town of around 6,000 people. By 3 o'clock on that same day, Guernica looked like this, and 3,000 people had died during those 10 minutes. Picasso was appalled at the carnage that had gone on that afternoon, and he painted his most famous picture, Guernica, based on that incident. I'm not going to talk about the whole painting because that will take too long, but just look in the bottom left-hand corner at the hand. Can you see the hand is open, like this? In the original drawings for the painting, the hand is clenched in a fist because the people who were fighting against the fascists would draw fists on buildings as a means of resistance. We're going to resist the fascists. But Picasso realised that you don't end wars by doing this. You end wars by doing that. Shaking hands and talking. Fact number 8. When Picasso was in his 60s, he was walking down the street with a friend one day and he passed a group of 5-year-old children playing. And he turned to his friend and he said, "When I was their age, I could draw and paint like Raphael. It's taken me a lifetime to learn how to draw and paint like they do." He didn't mean that he wanted to literally paint like a 5-year-old. What he meant was he wanted to use their enthusiasm, their lack of inhibition, their ability just to do what they want to do when they want to do it. Fact number 9. In 1959, the painting La Belle Hollandaise by Picasso, painted in 1905, sold at auction for £55,000, the equivalent of £1 million today. At the time, it was the world record price for a painting by a living artist. Fact number 10, 2 quotes. The first one by Picasso. Picasso once said, "I'm always doing the things I can't do because that's how I get to do them." So if you want to be great at something, don't ever give up. Quote number 2 by his mother. She once said to him, "If you wanted to be a soldier, you work so hard, you'd never give up. You would have ended up being a general. If you'd have wanted to be a monk, you work so hard, you never give up. You would have ended up becoming the Pope. But instead, you chose to be an artist, and you worked so hard, you never gave up. You ended up becoming Pablo Picasso, the greatest artist in the world." Thank you for watching Artist in School. I hope you've enjoyed the video of Picasso. If you have, perhaps you could give it a like. Maybe you could also subscribe to this channel. That would be much appreciated. And if you can tell your friends about the channel, that would be wonderful. Thank you for watching.